Hacks this year have resulted in the theft of more than $2 billion in digital currency, shattering trust in the experimental decentralized finance DeFi sector. Ben Weintraub received some bad news soon after leaving college to pursue a career in the cryptocurrencies. The topic of today's video is the crypto world is on the edge after a string of hacks. If you are new here and want to see more amazing content, subscribe to us now and also like this video. Let's begin. In the previous few months, Mr. Weintraub and two University of the Chicago classmates worked on a software platform called Beanstalk that provides a stablecoin, a kind of cryptocurrency with constant value of $1. Unexpectedly, Beanstalk sprang to fame overnight and attracted cryptocurrency speculators who saw it as an innovative contribution to the developing field of the decentralized finance or DeFi. Later, it fell. One of several robberies this year targeting DeFi ventures, a hacker used a hole in the Beanstalk's design to steal more than $180 million from the consumers in April. Mr. Weintraub, 24, was in his Montclair, New Jersey, home from Passover on the morning of the hack. He entered his parents' room. He said, "Wake up, Beanstalk has expired." Since years ago, hackers have frightened the cryptocurrency market by stealing Bitcoin from online wallets and breaking into the exchanges where buyers and sellers of the virtual currencies transact. But a new kind of threat has emerged due to the DeFi startup's quick expansion, including Beanstalk. These loosely regulated businesses enable users to make loans, and other types of transactions without using brokers or banks instead of depending on a system that's governed by code. Investors can obtain loans using DeFi software without divulging their identities or when completing a credit check. The new industry was touted as the future of finance, a democratic alternative to the Wall Street that would enable novice traders access to more capital when the market soared last year. Virtual currency from the crypto users was committed to hundreds of the DeFi projects for almost $100 billion. However, part of the software was created using flawed code. According to the cryptocurrency tracking company Chainalysis, $2.2 billion in Bitcoin has been stolen from DeFi projects this year, putting the sector as a whole on pace for its worst year of hacking losses. Numerous thefts have been caused by bugs in the smart contracts, computer systems that run DeFi. The applications are frequently hurriedly created. Additionally, rather than just breaking into someone's account, hackers have been able to coordinate attacks on the digital infrastructure itself, since smart contracts use open source code, which offers a publicly accessible map of the software. It's the distinction between robbing a single person and raiding a whole bank vault. Aaron Plant, vice president of the investigations at the Chainalysis, claimed that DeFi had opened up a whole new level of access for hackers. It's constraining the amount of innovation that can happen and putting a lot of pressure on the market. At a time when the crypto industry is struggling, the hacks have caused trust in DeFi to be damaged. This spring's massive catastrophe destroyed around $1 trillion in value and led to the bankruptcy of several well-known businesses. A coding flaw was used by crooks in August to steal $190 million from the Nomad Corporation. The crypto company Wintermute said last week that its DeFi brand had suffered a cyber attack, resulting in losses of $160 million. It's not difficult to follow the movement of the stolen cryptocurrency. Blockchains are open ledgers that are used to record transactions and allow anyone to search for trends. But getting back lost money is a lot more difficult. Numerous DeFi startups have investigated preventative measures in response to the hacks, hiring auditors to review their code for flaws. Security and auditing businesses have experienced a tremendous increase in revenue during the downturn, despite other sorts of the crypto enterprises cutting expenditures. Goncalo Esse, a co-founder of the code auditing company Consensus Diligence, claimed that this year was a wonderful year for attackers. People now certainly take security as something that they should take seriously according to that. Security has been a problem for businesses ever since the advent of the crypto. Mt. Gox, the first significant Bitcoin exchange, was compromised in a catastrophic attack in 2014, which ultimately resulted in the company's bankruptcy and the loss of the enormous amounts of digital money. The industry was quite modest and straightforward at the time. Hackers now have access to a larger ecosystem, which includes a test economy of the cryptocurrency-based video games, decentralized lending initiatives, and novel coinage. A hacker stole $600 million from the DeFi platform Poly Network last year. After negotiating with the project's leaders, the perpetrator returned the money. The hacks from this year have done much more harm. The Ronin Network, a DeFi platform that powers the computer game Axie Infinity, was robbed of $620 million in digital money in March by a group supported by the North Korean government. At about the same time, a hacker stole $320 million by using a DeFi project named Wormhole Software Weakness. Currently serving as the CEO of the cybersecurity company Naxo, Chris Tarbell, a former FBI agent, was warned that many people are putting up platforms with a known vulnerability. Criminals will be opportunistic in an atmosphere where there are lots of targets. A cross-chain bridge, a revolutionary component of the cryptocurrency technology that enables users to transfer between digital currencies based on the different blockchain, was vulnerable to attack in the wormhole breach. To help people take advantage of trading opportunities, some DeFi platforms enable these conversions. For instance, a trader with a lot of Ether might want to use an application on the blockchain of another currency without having to sell Ether and buy the other currency. These cross-chain bridges are important targets due to the massive volume of the cryptocurrency passing through them. According to Chainalysis, there have been a total of 10 cyber attacks involving bridges this year, resulting in losses of $1.3 billion. According to Steve Walbrough, a founder of the crypto security company Halborn, the technology is very complicated, and complexity is the enemy of security. Not as a cross-chain bridge, Beanstalk was constructed. However, it had further flaws built into its programming. The inner workings of the enterprise were almost hilariously opaque. A 61-page white paper describing its workings include graphs, charts, and mathematical calculations, along with a passage from the Alexander Hamilton's correspondence. The Farmer's Almanac, a platform guide, states in one chapter, "The quantity of pods that grow from one sown bean is dictated by the temperature, the beanstalk native, interest rate at the time of sowing." In essence, Beanstalk enables users to fund a software system with tens of millions of dollars in virtual currency, which sparked interest and preserved the value of the stablecoin known as a bean. The project didn't function like a typical startup. Like many cryptocurrency pioneers, Mr. Weintraub and his partners, Brander Sanderson, 25, and Michael Montoya, 24, kept their identities a secret while operating under the name Publius in homage to the Federalist Papers writers. Users who deposited cryptocurrency received votes in a decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO, which had to approve any changes to the software when it was first deployed in August 2021. Collective government was eventually the downfall of the Beanstalk. Eve, a different DeFi project, was the source of a hacker's $1 billion cryptocurrency loan in April. It was a flash loan, a lightning-quick transaction in which a cryptocurrency user borrows money without putting up any security, executes a trade, and then promptly repays the loan while keeping any profits from the string of the nearly simultaneous trades. There was no mechanism in the coding that Mr. Weintraub and his associates had created to prevent someone from using a flash loan to seize control of the site. The hacker then used the $1 billion to acquire a sizable interest in the Beanstalk DAO and seize entire authority over the administration of the software. Then the hacker removed all of the funds from the Beanstalk system, amounting to approximately $200 million in total. Fear followed. On YouTube, one Beanstalk user claimed, "I lost $1 million today. It occurred as a result of beans." Some users believe that Mr. Weintraub and the other founders were responsible for the attack, which was typical rug pull, where a group of developers stole money from investors. The pitchforks were out. According to Mr. Weintraub, it was like dying. He and the other founders ultimately chose to keep the initiative going. They spoke with fans of the Beanstalk to determine a course of action after reporting the theft to the FBI. They also disclosed their names for the first time in an April post on the chat forum Discord. It was a dangerous decision because despite the fact that the project wasn't a conventional business, they might be subject to user lawsuits or governmental scrutiny. The Beanstalk DAO has been working to restart the project for the past few months, using blockchain research companies to assist in finding the misplaced cryptocurrency. Additionally, the group employed Halborn, the security company, to evaluate the code and fix any flaws. Last month, Beanstalk reopened in full. Such efforts to make a return are becoming more frequent in crypto. Mr. Weintraub stated, "We've always been so open with the community that this is an experiment. We are all working together to figure this out. The stolen money is still gone." That's it for today. If you relate this video with one of your past experiences, let us know in the comments and share this video with your loved ones. Take care.